בעזרת השם, תורה מ"ד ליקוטי מאורן, 44, ליקוטי מאורן. כדאית בזוהר, like it's written in the זוהר, תקל ותקלה עד יתגלה עליה. Things are hidden until Hashem is revealing them. Eretz Israel was hidden until Hashem revealed it to Abraham. First of all, he sent him to the unknown. Every person in his tshuva process, you need to go into the unknown. And that's the test. That in every moment of your life, in every development that you have in your life, you're going to find yourself standing, confronting the unknown. תכלית הידיעה שלא נדע. Really to understand all the way of how we're going to know Hashem. If we really want to know Hashem, so we need to understand that we don't know. When you don't know, so then you can start learning. If you think that you know, so then you cannot understand any of the wisdom that Hashem will try to teach you. Only when you come to that point that you realize, I don't understand Hashem, I don't know Hashem, only there you can learn. וזה פירוש תפילות כנגד תמידין תקנום. That the prayers, we're going to use them today instead of the sacrifices. People had the power in different generations to come to the Beit HaMikdash and to sacrifices, to bring an animal, and that's it, and to be so humiliated by doing that and feeling so close to Hashem and have such hakarat hatov, seeing so the mercy of Hashem in such pure eyes that they would see that Hashem is helping them. But after a while, people lost that attachment, that connection to Hashem, and they would start bringing their animals to Beit HaMikdash and didn't feel that shame. They stopped confessing on the sacrifices, they stopped doing tshuva on the sacrifices. So the sacrifices weren't useful anymore. So Hashem Yisbarach said, Mi bikesh zot miyadchem ramos chatzerai. Why should we bring all of those poor animals and slaughter them in Beit HaMikdash with no use? Stop coming. And people didn't stop coming, so he destroyed Beit HaMikdash. That people would stop coming and killing animal with no use. And now today, Chachamim, by the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, gave us that advice of tefillot, of prayers. And those prayers are replacing the sacrifices. How they replace the sacrifices? Only if you come with the midah of tshuva to pray. Only if you come to pray and you find humility and you become humble, so then the tefillot, all of the prayers are helping you. But if, like we know today, people are going to shul 3 times a day and they're going to hold the siddur and they're just going to read Shmona Esrei and then in Mincha Shmona Esrei and then in Ma'ariv again Shmona Esrei, and there is no humility over there, so Mi bikesh zot miyadchem ramos chatzerai. Who is asking you to do that and just to waste your time in Bet Knesset, in Bet Midrash? What are you doing? Or what do you do that for? The tefillah is supposed to bring the person to that place that he's going to understand that his life depends in the hands of Hashem, in the mercy, in the kindness of Hashem. But if the prayer is not bringing you to that also, so why bother? This is why Rabbeinu came and gave us the Hitbodedut. Because today, with 3 prayers in Bet Knesset, you cannot attach yourself to Hashem. And it doesn't mean that 3 prayers, it's not a good thing. Also like that, sacrifices in Bet HaMikdash, it's a good thing, but we're not able to do it right. So also the 3 prayers are not enough for us. We're not able to connect ourselves to the Creator by those 3 prayers. It's not enough for us. So we need to have that 1 hour, at least 1 hour every day of simple conversation with the Creator. A conversation that's going to bring us back to truth, to humility. Humility to understand that en od milvado, there is nothing except of Hashem. And that tefillot, keneged midin tiknu, we need to set them always. We need to be always in tefillah. Like that it's written, David HaMelech is saying, Kol hayom misichati. All day long you need to be in front of Hashem. You need to have a conversation with the Creator 24/7. All day long you need to be in front of Hashem Yitbarach. Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid. You need to bring Hashem Yitbarach in front of your eyes always. B'shivtecha bevetecha. When you sit in your house, uvlechtecha baderech. And when you walk from one place to the other. Shochbecha uvkumecha. When you're tired and you go to sleep. And when you wake up and you're in a rush and you have things you need to do. You always need to have Hashem Yitbarach in front of your eyes. B'chol drachecha da'eu. To see Him in all of your ways. When you're on your way to the bathroom. When you're on your way to the kitchen. When you're on your way to the supermarket or on your way back. Not to forget Him. Not to throw Him behind your back. This is why we're not allowed to eat before of the tefillah. That we're not going to throw Hashem behind our back, because in the minute that you fill your stomach with food, that's it, you forgot Hashem. This is why they established for us a blessing before of eating and blessing after eating, and you need to learn while you're eating. Not because the limud is important for the food, because they're trying to give you advice not to distract your thoughts from Hashem. Not to lengthen and meseudot and eating, and can you pass the sauce, and can you pass the salad, and can you pass those rolls? What are you doing? Remember Hashem. If people were sitting and eating, and they're not mentioning the name of Hashem, they're not learning, mesichim b'divrei Torah, talking words of Torah, ke'ilu achlu mizivchei metim. Like that they ate from dead animals, nevelot. Sacrifices for idols, from dead people, for dead idols. That's what you eat. When you eat and you don't remember Hashem, what you eat? You eat. The last blessing of that food is Asher Yatzar. What are you eating? Shulchanot mal'u ki v'tzo'a b'chol makom. Tables, food with waste. Puke, vomit. When you eat for your body, that's what you eat. You eat physical, you eat food, you eat, what do you eat? What do you eat? You eat earth, you eat water, what do you eat? That's not food. לא על הלחם לבדו יחיה האדם. Not on the food itself, the regular food, on the bread, the person will live. כי על כל מוצא פי השם. On words that comes out from the mouth of Hashem. So you need to talk בדברי Torah, in words of Torah. ושמתם את דברי האלה על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך, and you need to put those words on your heart and to talk about it to your children and to your friends and to your wife and to yourself. וידעת היום והשבות האל לבביך, and everything that you know, you need to convince your heart to follow your wisdom, to follow your brain. And you need to conquer yourself, and you need to bring yourself to the truth, and you need to force yourself to that. We have to force ourselves to that. We have that obligation. We have that obligation. That's the commandment. That's the tzivui. That's the will of Hashem Yitbarach. That's what we need to do. And when people are saying it's hard, I'm not able to do that, I just have pity on those. I just feel bad for those guys. They just don't have the will. The illumination of the will, the Arat HaRatzon, that's the light of your soul. When you completed your tshuva, you just want Hashem, that's it. When you want Hashem Yitbarach, it means that you completed your tshuva. Because the light of your soul is like a magnet. It just desires to reattach itself to Hashem. That's what it wants. The mayim bochin, the mayim, water that is separated, water in this world, they've been separated from the water in heaven, and they're crying all day long. When I'm going to come back to my brothers, when I'm going to come back to my brother, to my Father in heaven. Those water are crying because they've been separated. This is why it's written, Shipchi kamayim libech nochach pnei Hashem. You cry to Hashem Yitbarach. Those tears, the water. Shipchi kamayim libech. Your heart, it's the water. The words of tefillah, that's the water. That is your soul. Nafshi yatz'a bedabero. Your spirit comes out when you talk. The words of your tefillah, it's your spirit. That is your neshama. And every word that you said to Hashem Yitbarach, Hashem, part of your neshama went back to heaven. Bevakasha, please. Another part went back to heaven. Help me. Another part came back to heaven. And you attach yourself. And it's not like you're losing your soul. You're just reconnecting yourself to Hashem. And Hashem will never gonna leave you. Hashem will never gonna leave you. And you're just attaching yourself and tying yourself and bonding yourself to Hashem Yitbarach in every word, in every word. This is why we call that tefillah like tefillin, like the word naftali. It means you tie yourself to Hashem. That's the tefillah, the tefillin, that you tie the tefillin, that you wrap yourself with the prayers, with the tefillot, with naftali. You just nitpatel. It's like a rope that the fibers are one attached and wrapping each other and attached and holding each other. Those are the prayers. Yaakov chevel nachalato, that is the rope, that's the connection with the Creator. It's a connection that depends in tefillah. Tefillah leke'el chayai, prayer to Hashem, that's my life. Where are you going to receive life from? Only from your tefillot. Only from your connection to Chai Chaim, to source of life. How are you going to attach yourself? The main way to attach yourself to Hashem Yitbarach, Ikar Itkarvut LaHashem Yitbarach, Ikar Itkashrut LaHashem Yitbarach, Wal-Yedei Tefillah, is by prayer. You have a mitzvah to learn Torah that you're going to know on what to pray. And then, when you stand up from the book, when you finish learning, like the Igeret HaRamban, when you finish learning, now you need to check exactly how you're going to keep what that you learned. Okay, you learned with an intention to keep. So if you learn something, great, now you need to see how to keep it, how to make it inside your life. How are you going to do that if you're not going to pray? Without tefillah, without asking Hashem Yitbarach to help you. Okay, you learned today that you need to keep that halakha. You need to beg to Hashem Yitbarach that you're going to remember that halakha in 2 weeks from now when you're going to come to the situation that you need to use that halakha. Who promised you that because that you learned it, you're going to remember it? Ala kol mo'il tefillah. Tefillah is useful for everything. We cannot manage without tefillah. We cannot succeed. This is why tefillot keneged midin tiknum. You need to pray always, always. Kol hayom isichati, all day long. Please Hashem, help me. What should I do now? What do you want me to do? To be obsessive on Hashem. That's what you need to be. You need to be obsessive on Hashem. All day long to think about Hashem, 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 Hashem. And sometimes Hashem Yitbarach is telling you, you need to relax. Okay? So then you need to listen to the voice of Hashem. When Hashem is telling Avraham Avinu to slaughter his child, Avraham Avinu need to force himself to do it. Vayishlach et yado, he's sending his hand to the knife, ela ma'achelet. He's not able, the ma'achelet is not in his hand. He's not able to kill his son. He's not able to do those. He needs to force himself to do that. Okay, so for you, it's hard to do something, to achieve something. Great, okay, we can understand that it's hard. So you need to work hard to achieve it. And if you need to have relationship with people, you need to learn how to talk to people, you need to learn how to communicate with people. Okay, I understand, it's hard for you. It's easier for you to separate yourself and to be only in touch with Hashem. Okay, you're right, it's a very easy, it's a very easy solution To run all day long to the fields, not to have to deal with your difficulties, with your angers, with your midot. Okay, great. It's an easy solution. That's not the will of Hashem. Hashem wants you to bring the light of Torah to your house, to sit with your family, to let them also enjoy and feel the pleasant and the good sweetness of the taste of Hashem. Tamur ukitov Hashem. You should all taste and see that Hashem is good. Not only me, not only because that I learned that chapter of Tehillim, so now I'm going to go with it to the field and I'm going to serve Hashem. What? No. If you got something, so you need to share. You need to give that shefa. It's something that comes out to other people. That's real shefa. Shefa is not when you're rich. Shefa is when you're mashpia, when you influence on others, when you give from what that you received from Hashem Yitbarach. And when you have that attention, when you have that meaning, when you have that will, so immediately Hashem Yitbarach is going to strengthen those pipes of shefa, of bounty, that more bounty will flow to your hands, because your hands are open to give. So then you can give, so people can enjoy. And you received from one channel, and suddenly you have 5 that are influencing on others. And then you're going to give them, those people, with the right way. Everyone will take from one finger, and he's got already 10 others to give. So your 5 became to be 10. And then other 10 will be 100, and 100 will be 1,000, and 1,000 will be millions. And it only depends in how you're gonna spread that light. What's gonna be your intention? Because Birtzot Hashem Darkei Ish, if Hashem will like your way, if Hashem gonna choose you, how Hashem chose Dvorah Neviah out of nowhere. Suddenly came that woman, Dvorah Neviah, Eshet Lapidot, and she was making the wicks for the candles, for the lamps, because she wanted people to learn in the Bet HaMikdash, in Bet HaMidrash. She wanted people to sit and learn. That's it. She just had that heart, and she wanted people really to learn, and then she was making those wicks with all of her heart to make people learn. That's it. Like an electricity man. She just fixed the lamps, and she done it with all of her heart. That's what she done, and she became to be the prophet of that generation. Dvorah Neviah, Vatomer Dvorah. She could talk to the people. She guided them all how to get closer to Hashem. She had the wisdom, and she was seeing prophecies. She saw Hashem Yitbarach. Why? Because she gave her heart into those wicks. She gave her heart into her limud. She gave her heart into her labor, into what that she was doing. She just gave her heart. You can say, I give my heart. If we don't see results, so you can keep on saying, you can keep on claiming, no, I'm doing. Okay, great, keep on. Good job. You're suffering, your wife is suffering, your children are suffering, your family are suffering, everyone, your neighbors are suffering. If everyone are suffering, so you're not doing your job. If you would do your job, so everyone would enjoy you. Everyone would enjoy you. Everyone would say, wow, look at that person, how good he is. They would praise you, praise your parents, praise your rabbis, praise your wife, praise it. Why? Because they're enjoying from you. But if everyone are angry and frustrated from you, saying, again he came, what's going on? So something is wrong with you. You have to see that. And if you don't want to see that, so it's tough luck. It's your problem. You can continue stay stiff and stubborn and stupid as you are. It's not a problem. You can choose. You have free choice. Any surim belo avon. There is no suffering without a sin, without a crime. If you suffer, Hashem makes you suffer. Now you want to blame Hashem on that? Okay, go. Look for Him. You might find Him. I'm not sure you will want to see what that you're going to see when He's going to answer all of your complaints. There was one person that said he had some kind of a vision while he was doing his Hitbodedut. He was a Holocaust survivor, and he was blaming Hashem Yitbarach on everything. He was cursing Hashem and fighting with Hashem. And one time, in one of his discussions with Hashem Yitbarach, he told him, "Why you done all of that? Why you done all of that?" And he was blaming Hashem with all of his heart. And suddenly he saw a face of an officer, a Nazi officer, in heaven, just hang like that, an officer in the sky. And he looked at that officer. It was weird. He just saw that thing. And he's writing that. And suddenly he saw under the hat of that person his own face. He saw that he was that officer. He's writing that testimony. He said, I realized that I was the reason for the Holocaust. If you were there, you can blame no one else. If you have difficulties, what do you want? I need to fix your problems. You need to fix it. You have problems, so you need to fix them. I have issues. I need to take care of them. I need at least to take the responsibility on my life. If you're always going to go and blame everyone else on your issues in life, and especially Hashem, no, Hashem is not, Hashem can help me, but He's not. Maybe there's a reason why He's not helping you. Maybe if you're going to look deep inside, why immediately it's so easy? No, I'm okay, I'm doing good, I'm doing great, everything's okay. Don't rebuke me, don't tell me what to do, don't teach me, don't educate me. I've been there, I've done that, I have my experience. I was a Bachur Yeshiva already, I learned Torah, don't teach me, don't tell me. Okay. Okay. You want to stay as you are, so stay as you are. But if you want to see developments in your life, you need to go to Hashem Yitbarach and to be ready to stand in front of the truth. And if you're poor, there is a reason that you're poor. And if you suffer, so there is a reason why you suffer. And if you're not married or you don't have something in your life, so there is a reason why you need to go through that process, even if it's very painful, even if you suffer. But if you're going to focus and you're going to decide, you know what, I want to deal with the truth, so then you're going to see it. Maybe it's going to stab you in the soft belly, in the stomach. Maybe you're going to be shocked to see how far you are, how cruel you are, how mean you are, how awful you are, how vicious you can be, how self-centered you can be, how mean, horrible person you can be, how horrible liar you are, how bad you are with people, how much you're using people, how much you can abuse people, how you can hurt people and not to feel that even. Maybe. But if you're not going to prepare yourself for that judgment day when it's going to attack you, what are you going to do then? When your wife going to divorce you after 20 years, or when your children one day going to explode on you in the middle of your 70 birthday party or whatever, who knows what's going to happen to you. So why to come to that? If you would do tshuva already before, it wouldn't happen. Why is it happening to you? Why is it hitting you in the face? Because you're not looking at it. When you look at it, you have no surprises. When your eyes are on the road, you don't have no surprises. No car gonna surprise you. When you look at the road, no car gonna surprise you. You see everything. You see everything that happens. When you're awake, when you look, when you drive, when you think, when you're sober, when your eyes are open, no surprises. Worst situation, you stop, you brake. You don't have no problem. But when you're distracted and you're busy and you're over the phone and you're doing things and you're self-centered, okay, boom, 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 and you don't know where is it coming from. It's coming because you're self-centered, because of your ego. Because you're hungry, because you're angry, because you're tired, because people made you tired. Okay, great. There was that person that had a clinical death. I don't remember his name, Masoud something. I told you that once. He said he was religious, he was a righteous person, he was helping with purification, tahara of dead people, voluntarily. He was helping people, he was helping dead people, people would die, he would go and wash them. A righteous man, a good person, would go to Bet Knesset, learning Torah. Everything great, wonderful. But he had his problem with anger. He was angry. And one time in Shabbos, his family made him so angry, and he was screaming at them that they're making him sorry in Shabbat, and he was so right, and he went and he sat alone in that Shabbat, and he was angry. And then after a few days, I don't remember what, he passed away, he died. His heart stopped working, and after it he woke up after a few hours. But in that time that he was in court in heaven, they judged him on that Shabbat. And he said that they punished him. He said, I couldn't believe what they're telling me. I suffered in that Shabbat, and I felt that I was right, and they punished me on the fact that I was angry in Shabbat. So you can feel good with yourself that it's all right for you to be angry, and they're going to punish you on that. No problem. You can make up any story that you want. You can say everything you want. Today, all of those terrorists are... I said it yesterday to my wife. Okay, you want to fight with one state? I can understand it. You want to fight with one religion? Okay, you hate the Jews. Great, okay. Kill them all. I can understand that you have that faith, that you believe that that's the... Okay, go. I understand. But to go and kill innocent civilians, just people... Not because of, I'm not talking on us, Israel. Okay, us it's a mitzvah. Everyone just, great, okay, that I understand. Sacrifices, you need to have a sacrifice. It's okay, you chose us, it's okay. But what people around the world, people dancing in clubs in Paris, why are you killing them? Why? Now people are going to a vacation on the beach, to a hotel. Radical Muslims are coming and shooting them and killing them, children, women, people, just randomly slaughtering everyone. What's that? Can you understand that? And even though that you cannot understand it, for those sick, crazy maniacs, for those sick people, they understand themselves. It's justified. They agree with that. When they hear about that terror attack that happened, they're happy. They're saying, yes, we show them. That's what we should do. So you see that you can find excuses for the worst behavior, for things that don't have no connection to reality, no real foundation, no real existence. Just to go and slaughter people, that's your mission. To destroy the world. Who are you? Angel of death. That's your mission. You're the angel of death. Okay. So we're going to deal with you like you deal with the angel of death. We're going to learn Torah all day long, and you won't be able to touch us. No problem. We already learned how to steal the sword from the Yetzer Hara. Just take his sword, take his knife from him. We have our ways to save ourselves from Yetzer Hara, from angel of death. We can do it. We're not afraid. The situation is that you can see that a person can live inside of such horrible mistakes and really to feel that he's right. That's how he feels. He feels he's right. It's justified to hate everyone. It's justified to be angry on everyone. And it's happening only because that you don't really want to confront yourself and to admit on your lackings, on your distance from purity, from Kedusha, from good manners, from good midot, that it's never allowed to be angry. Never. Kol hakoes, everyone that is angry, everyone. Even Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was angry. Kol hakoes, everyone that is angry. Kol minei gehenom sholtim bo. All kinds of hell, all kinds of demons controls him. Take over. Replacing his soul in demons that are leading him. And now he's hungry, and now he's angry again, and now he's sad, and he's depressed, and he feels so much stress inside of himself. Why? Demons are flying inside of your body. Your poor body now is a shelter for demons. Why? Because you were angry, and you haven't done tshuva on that. Because you were furious, so you let the fire of hell to catch your body. And that's it. And now you're done. That's it. You're in flames. That's it. Kol minei gehenom sholtim bo. All kinds of hell. And then he's looking at women, and he needs alcohol, and you have to smoke something, and every bad conversation you have to take apart and listen, and he sees all kinds of bad things and bad behaviors on other people, and he recognizes them all, and he knows exactly, and he's so wise in his own eyes, he's thinking to himself that he knows everything. A demon. It can be a Jewish demon, it's not a problem. It can be a Jewish demon, Rabbeinu is calling them Shedim Yudain. Jewish demon. Why is it all happening to us? Because we're not doing tshuva. In the moment that you confront yourself and you stand in front of the mirror and you confess and you say, Hashem, I'm stupid. Hashem, I'm dumb. Hashem, I'm horrible. Hashem, I need to confess on that. Hashem, I was wrong. Immediately you erase that sin. And that sin is not longer damage you. Cannot damage you anymore. Why? Because you confessed on it. So you removed it. You took it off your agenda. It's not on the table anymore. That sin is not blocking the light of Hashem. And then you can see Hashem. And then your soul, that it's a candle, that it's light, that is a magnet to Hashem Yitbarach, doesn't have no blockings anymore. And you can see Hashem. And then you can see God. Because you completed your tshuva. Because you control your angers, and you control your sadness, and all of your desires, and you have control on yourself. There is food on the table, it doesn't mean you need to eat it all. There are women walking in the street, it doesn't mean that you need to make shalom bayit with everyone. It's not your wife. She's not your wife, it's my sister. What are you talking about? She's not your wife. What are you looking at? What are you thinking at? What's going on with you? And that is the wisdom that a person can purchase, can buy, only when he is confronting himself. Only when he sees, I have all of the lusts, I have all of the desires, I have all of those bad midot. Because before you recognize all of your lackings, you cannot do tshuva. On what you're going to do tshuva? On Hashem, I regret on Obi's mistakes. No. Hashem, I regret on Ariel's mistakes. No, I cannot do tshuva on Obi's issues. Obi needs to do tshuva on his issues. I can do tshuva on my things. But if I'm denying mine, if I'm not looking on mine, if I'm saying, no, everything is perfect, Baruch Hashem, they are wrong. So then I will never going to confess. Because for a good confession, you need to mention the sin. And if you're not ready to admit that you're a sinner, how are you going to confess? If all of your angers and all of your madness is justified, it's okay to you to be sick, so you're never going to confess on that. So it will always going to be stuck in front of your eyes, and you will never going to recognize the truth, because you're making up your own truth. And you're bowing to your imagination, and you're worshipping yourself and your imagination. Instead of cleansing and purifying yourself and nullifying yourself completely to Hashem and saying to Hashem Yitbarach, V'nachnu ma, what are we? We're not exist at all. We're not here at all. We're just waiting for your salvation. And what it means, your salvation? Lishuatcha kivinu Hashem. What it means to your salvation? People are limited. Each and every one of us, we are limited. No matter how spiritual you are, the highest prophet of them all, Moshe Rabbeinu, Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, Rabbi Akiva, no matter who, you're limited. You have a body. You have your needs, you have your obligations, you have your limits, you have your time, you have your weight, you have your size, you have your limits. So when you still wait for a salvation from Hashem, Lishuatcha kiviti Hashem, that you're going to save me, even if He's going to save you, your salvation going to be limited. So it's not a complete salvation. The only complete salvation is Lishuatcha kivinu, that you're going to be saved. Waiting for the salvation of Hashem, not from Hashem. That Hashem will be saved. That all of the sparks of Hashem, all of those water that we said before, going to come back to Hashem. That Hashem Yitbarach, His children, Himself, will not going to be in the exile anymore. That He will come back to be who that He is. That all of the sparks going to recognize their source and going to come back to Him. That's the only salvation that is not limited. that is a complete salvation, the salvation of Hashem, Hashem Himself. And how you can help Him from your side, you need to see that you're not holding Mashiach back, that you're not holding back the Geula. How are you going to do that? When you're going to set your sparks free, you're going to just let them go back to Hashem. You're just going to see that it's all Hashem. And you're going to cancel your being, your physicality, your desires and your lusts and your angers and your constrictions. So sometimes you need to break yourself, and sometimes you need to pat yourself, sometimes you need to hug yourself, sometimes you need to kiss yourself. Sometimes you need to accept yourself and just to let yourself be who that you are and stop punishing and blaming yourself and slaughtering yourself. And just to understand, that's the will of Hashem. That I'm going to be that jerk. That's the will of Hashem. That's the will of Hashem. That's what Hashem wants for me. So why I'm going to be wiser than Hashem? If Hashem made me to be like that today I forgot yesterday, and yesterday I forgot the day before. That's how Hashem made me. That I can eat lunch and then to forget that I ate lunch. That I can do Hitbodedut and then to walk angry that I didn't do my Hitbodedut yet. Okay, so Hashem made me that stupid. So that's me. You can daven mincha and to remember that you already daven mincha at 1 and now you're in the middle of the second mincha today. Great, you're that stupid, but that's the will of Hashem. So what do you want? That's the will of Hashem from you. Hashem wants you to have 2 lunch today. Hashem wants you to daven mincha and a half today. What do you know? Do you know what Hashem is doing with that half of mincha that finished with such an insulting? It's such a shame, and you stand in front of yourself and in the 7th bracha, 8th bracha. What am I doing? It's my second mincha. You can be shliach tzibur in a minyan in the second mincha. Great. Everyone gonna praise you after the mincha. Psh, you're amazing chazan. And you're the only one that knows it was your second mincha today. 3rd actually as a chazan. Maybe 4th even. 4th mincha. And the crowd wants you to do it also. They want you to do the same mistake in Ma'ariv. We want to do Ma'ariv. This is why you're not allowed to do tfilat nedava b'tzibur in public. You're not allowed to give another mincha in public. If that's the will of Hashem Yitbarach, that we're going to find ourselves like that we are, so embarrassed and naked in front of Hashem Yitbarach, if you want to do tshuva, if you really, kirvat Elokim litov, you want to be close to Hashem Yitbarach, so for you, it's better. That's your will. When you receive those insultings, when you realize how far you are, how bad you are, how screwed up you are, you enjoy that. That's your biggest satisfaction in life. Because that is the thing that you want to get rid of. And if you're not going to recognize it, how are you going to take it out? Today you realized you're sick in your mind. Great, but trust me, you were the same person yesterday also. Just yesterday you were not aware to it. So don't fall to sadness today because nothing happened from yesterday to today. Just only that today you can recognize that you have a problem, that you had that problem. The problem is not new. The doctor that told you that you're sick, he haven't made you sick. You were sick before you came. The doctor now going to help you. Okay? The tshuva, the fact that you realize today how far you are, how stupid you are, how attached you are to your nonsense, to all of your fears and anxieties and whatever, to all of your weaknesses and your bad manners and your bad midot. It's something good that happened to you today. It's just that Hashem today gave you eyes to recognize. Hashem today decided that you're worthy to deal with it. Hashem realized that today you have the power to take it out from your life, to do tshuva, to find yourself, to fix yourself, to be who that you are. So it's a compliment that Hashem gave you today. That He count on you that today you're going to deal with your obligation to do tshuva. Yesterday you were not able, so it's actually a compliment, a big compliment that I can see today how much I messed up in my life. It all depends on how much you want to do tshuva. If you want to do tshuva, rotzeh b'tshuva like that, Hashem wants me to do tshuva, you go all the way. You're not afraid from the embarrassments, from the insultings, all of those shfichut damim, bloodshed, you say. It doesn't bother you. You know that the blood that comes out, those are the filthy blood. That's the damim achurim. That's the thick blood that you had. And now by that insulting, you get rid of it. Okay, great. Now I'm going to be fresh. Now my heart is going to remake new blood. And now I won't be as stupid as I was before. Now I know. Now I know my problem. So many times my wife started to tell me things about myself, and I'm telling her, tell me. I want to understand. And I know people that are ready to kill their wives when they just open their mouth. They cannot hear that she's planning to talk, he's already out from the house. He feels that she's about to say something, he's already out, he's not there. I'm telling my wife, oh, please tell me, I want to know. If I'm not going to hear it from you, I'm going to hear it from my enemies. I rather to hear it from you. I rather to hear it from someone that loves me than to hear it in Judgment Day from Hashem Yitbarach that's going to bring all this. Sof davar hakol nishma. In the end, you're going to hear it all. So why to wait to the day that you're not able to do tshuva anymore? In Judgment Day, there's no tshuva. If you reached 120, that's it. You're done. How thankful we need to be on the fact that we can still do tshuva. The mercy of Hashem is in this world. It's not in the world to come. Olam haba is alma dedina, alma dekshot. The world of judgment, the world of truth. That's it. You deal with the truth. That's it. What you cook, that's what you eat. What you brought, that's what you have. And if you messed up, now they're going to clean you. You cannot clean anymore. They're sending the person to hell to be punished, to be separated from all of his lusts and desires in fire. In fire they're going to purify the person. So why to wait until they're going to purify us in those horrible, horrific fires in hell, when we have the opportunity and the ability to do tshuva and to judge ourselves today? It's so much easier. You just need to stand up in front of yourself and to do tshuva. And that's it. And to say, I'm lazy. I'm lying to myself. I'm not as righteous as I'm comparing myself, telling myself that I am. I still need to work on my midot. I'm trying to avoid my obligations. I'm not as serious as I am. I'm not as dedicated as I'm claiming to be. And then you do tshuva and you open the path for yourself. Hashem is the Babali Taher Mesayin lo. If you came to purify, you say, Hashem, purify me. I want to deal with the truth. I want to see the truth. Please uncover the truth. Please expose the truth. Let me see the truth. As painful as it's going to be. So what? It's better to deal with what that you have than not to be aware to what that you have. You have it. Those mice are in your house. If you're going to know them, recognize them or not. Water are leaking into your carpets. If you see them, if you're not, behind your closets. If you see that in the mold, you have it behind the closets or on the... You want to see it? No. I don't want to see it. Okay. It's going to grow. It's going to expand. It's going to grow. Why it's going to grow? Because you ignore because you don't want to see, and Hashem wants you to see because Hashem wants you to fix. And you ignore. So Hashem going to bring it to a wider space that you will not going to be able to ignore. This is why the Metzorah, the person with leprosy, he have to take all of his stuff out from the house, that everyone gonna see everything. So why to do that? Why to wait till the time that you have leprosy, that everyone will see, that the ambulance will come to take you, that everyone gonna hear, oh, you heard what happened to Ploni Almoni? Oh, you know what happened with the wife of Ploni Almoni? Why you need to come to that moment that everyone gonna see? Why to wait till Judgment Day? Take yourself to the field and judge yourself. Judge yourself, expose yourself. Understand that Hashem already knows what that you forgot. That Hashem already is there with you in those embarrassing moments. And Hashem doesn't want you to be embarrassed. Hashem loves you. Hashem wants to heal you. But before you confess, Hashem cannot help you. Because when you're still denying, so you're still hiding from Hashem. So it means that you're still lying to yourself and to Hashem Yitbarach. And dover shkarim lo yikon leneged enai. A person that is a liar cannot stand in front of Hashem. Just only when you come to that decision, I want to be a person that speaks only the truth. I don't want to lie, even if it's going to hurt me the most. Who cares? So what if I'm going to suffer? Other people are not suffering? They're suffering because they lost that sale. And we're suffering because we're not completing our tshuva. What's better? He's suffering because he haven't bought that crazy Dodge that he's dreaming on it for years. And I'm going to suffer because I haven't been to Uman in Shavuot, or because I missed Mincha in public, and I didn't pray like I should. Everyone are suffering. Adam le'amal yulad, Hashem mishamalo b'Torah. And Hashem is praising us on the fact that our labor is inside the Torah. You're going to suffer because you have sins, so you need to suffer. But it's better to suffer with a purpose than to suffer without a purpose. You just suffer. You just lie in bed and you suffer. Why to live like that? It's better for you to suffer with a purpose. At least you know that you achieve something with your tears. That someone is counting your tears and not going to punish you on the fact that you were whining. To cry, you're going to cry. You can cry from a stupid television show, and you can cry from your tshuva. You're going to cry. Tonight, you're going to cry. No matter what, tonight you're going to cry. You need to cry, you're going to cry. If Hashem said you're going to cry, you're going to cry. Isn't it better to cry with a purpose than to cry from some crazy, sick movie? It's a lot better to cry from your embarrassments, that you realize that you're far from Hashem and you yearn to Hashem, than to realize that your children doesn't love you when you're 50. That your wife, she hates you for the last 20 years, disappointed from you. It's better to realize that you messed up after 5 years and to fix it, than to wake up after 15 years and to say, okay, maybe we need to divorce. You don't need to divorce, you need to deal with the truth. But you don't want to deal with the truth, so it's easier to divorce. Great. And now you're going to keep on sinning, and you're going to hate her, and going to blame her for that. And great, whatever you want to make up. That's what makeup is for. You can make up. You can make up everything you want. Every story, every fantasy, they're all bad. They're all mean, they were always cruel to me, they done it, it's her, but she's also to blame, she's also not listening, she's got a free choice, she's this, she's that. No problem. You can find you a job in with Walt Disney. You can make up every fantasy you want. But the truth, there is only one. Only one emet. Lies you can make up. You can say it's a speaker, you can say it's a mic, that's the only truth. Lies you can make up. It's a mice, it's a closet, it's a book, it's a table, it's a house, it's the best apartment in town. Whatever you want you can say. It's the best place in town, mamash. You cannot find a better apartment than that. You can say whatever you want. You can make up it's a silver spoon. Whatever you want to say, you can say on that. But truth, there is only one. So you can make up stories on yourself. No, whatever you want, you can tell. You can tell yourself, you can lie to yourself. I'm not this, I'm not that. What you are. What is the truth? What is your mission? Who are you? What you're supposed to do in this world? You think you don't have the tools for that? It's a lie. Hashem created you. Hashem made you. Tailor-made. Your life is a tailor-made just for you, exactly fit for you, perfectly for you. Everything is perfect for you to accomplish your mission in this world. You don't like that mission? Great. Also, you're not in like his mission. So a huge whale came and swallowed him, and for 3 days he had to do Hitbodedut in the guts of that whale underwater, and to come out without his hair and without his brows and without his beard from all of those acids in the stomach of the whale. And he went to do his job after it. You're going to come back to your job. You cannot run away from the purpose of your life. Hashem loves you too much that you're going to lose the purpose of your life. Hashem just going to bring you to your purpose. And you just need to realize that you have a purpose. That's it. And it's better to understand what's my mission. And I'm telling you again, you don't need to be Jewish to complete your mission. If a Jew person will want to be a Kohen, you cannot be a Kohen if you're born Israeli. No matter what you're going to do, you're not supposed to be Kohen. You can love the Kohanim, you can admire the Kohanim. Great, everything, we love you too. But it will not going to make you to be a Kohen. And if you're not Jewish, maybe you're not supposed to be. Maybe you're supposed to be, but you need to find out the truth. But now when you're not Jewish, you're not Jewish. Maybe tomorrow you will become Jewish. Great. But if today you're not Jewish, it means that today you're not supposed to be Jewish. And it doesn't mean that you don't have a purpose. And it doesn't mean that you don't have a job. There are a lot of lost Jews that doesn't know a purpose in their lives. And you can have a better purpose than them without being a Jew. Just seeking for the truth and finding it. Wherever you are. If a person gonna ask you, where is your God? You need to tell him in the biggest city of Rome, in New York, in Beverly Hills, in Manhattan. Hashem is there. Where? In Manhattan? Yes. Over there you can see him, giving you exactly what you need, and the right rebukes, and the difficulties that you can deal with, and the up and downs that you should deal with, and all of what that goes on. Over there you can see the private supervision of His loving kindness that is bringing you to your purpose. להכיר אותו ולדעת אותו יתברך. To recognize Him, to find Him, to know Him. That blessed one, the one and only, Hashem Elokechem Emet, God of truth, God of justice, source of life. And the way to connect ourselves to Him is through tefillah, through prayer, simple conversation with the Creator. You can hear the most magnificent class. If you're not going to take that wisdom and going to bring it into your heart, and ezoi avodah shebalev zot tefillah, which what you're going to work with it in your heart, it means to pray. You're going to pray. If you're not going to pray for it, you're not going to achieve it. Only after you're going to pray for it, then you're going to buy it. וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך כי השם הוא האלוקים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. You need to bring Him into your heart. And then you're going to know that אין עוד מלבדו, there is nothing except of Him. You, it's your job. בפיך ובלבבך לעשותו, in your mouth and in your heart, to do it, to believe in Him, to expose His being, His presence, the fact that He's here. And if you will want to achieve that, and if you're going to choose that, you're going to have that. You're going to find it. You're going to feel Him. And then you're not going to need anything else in your life, and you're going to have everything you're going to need. Because Ratzon Yerav Yaseh. If you're going to be Yerei Shamayim, if you're going to see Him, if you're going to believe in Him, He's going to answer all of your prayers. People are going to run for you. People are going to serve you. People are going to worship you. People are going to do everything for you. People are going to love you. People are going to worship you. People are going to... everything. Why? Because you nullified yourself to Hashem. Aser etzoncha kirtzono. You brought your will to be like His will. You're doing His will. You're keeping His will. And then He's going to nullify people to your will. V'yaser etzon acherim kirtzoncha. Other people will want to help you. Not because they want to help you, because you're helping Him. And they cannot grab Him, so they're helping you because they see Him in you. Because you worked on yourself and you exposed the light of your neshama, and your light of the neshama is the light of Hashem, because the neshama is chelek Eloka mimad, is part of Him. So when you revealed your soul, you revealed God. And when people are looking at you, they see Moshe Isha Elokim. They see that person is a divine person, is from heaven. Why is from heaven? Because he brought heaven back into his life. Asuli mishkan v'shachanti betocham. He just built a mishkan for Hashem. Bilvavi mishkan evne. Inside of my heart, I'm going to build that mishkan. Thank you very much. Chazak u'baruch.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Obi from the Emunah channel here in Jerusalem. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to Rav Dror. So show me some love. Show Rav Dror some love. Subscribe to the channel. We post new videos almost every single day. Awesome classes like this. If you have any questions on the classes you just watched, or just other questions that you have, or comments that you want to tell us, post them in the comments below. And we do a question and answer session every single week. So we'll either answer your question in that on video, or we'll make sure to get you an answer. And of course, check out emunahchannel.com. Awesome website where we have tons more inspirational content. We have videos, blogs, music, and all sorts of cool stuff. So get involved over there at emunahchannel.com, and we'll see you in the comments.